Hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest in boxing news. He's the reason I got the opportunity to fight for the heavyweight title in the first place. Tyson defeated the Vladimir Klitschko that nobody could defeat. He opened the door for us because it was locked into Klitschko for a long time. There is something missing without Tyson, and once he's back, the division will be on a different level. People get the wrong end of the stick with Tyson. Everyone makes mistakes and goes through hard times, but he's a great person. We know the real him. So that is what current WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Joseph Parker, had to say about former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Gypsy King Fury. He said that some interesting things that I thought he said. He said that Tyson Fury is the reason he has a title, because when Tyson Fury defeated and ended the long reign of former heavyweight kingpin Vladimir Klitschko, he opened up the division for basically a new generation of heavyweights. Because as Joseph Parker stated, for the longest time, Vladimir Klitschko was the #1 heavyweight. Nobody could beat him. Nobody could beat him. And then here came Tyson Fury, and he ended that. He ended the long reign of Tyson Fury. Kind of like back in 1985 when nobody could beat Larry Holmes, and then Michael Spinks came along, and he ended the long reign. For the longest time, Larry Holmes was the baddest man on the planet. But then he ran into a guy named Michael Spinks, right? And he got outboxed. He lost twice. Same thing happened to Vladimir Klitschko. He was, for about 9 years, the man at heavyweight. And then came a young heavyweight by the name of Tyson Fury and dominated him. Now, I grew up during the Vladimir Klitschko era. I basically grew up. I'm a 90s child, people, so I was basically a kid / teenager when Vladimir Klitschko became a champion. Like I was saying, guys, I was basically a kid when Vladimir Klitschko became a champion again. Because he was a champion early in his career, then he lost to Corey Sanders and guys like Lamont Brewster. But I was basically a kid / teenager when Vladimir Klitschko basically won his belt again against Chris Bird, and the long reign of his career begun. So I basically witnessed Vladimir Klitschko's entire dominate heavyweight reign from 2006 when he beat Chris Bird till 2015 when he lost to Tyson Fury. So basically, I watched his throughout my whole teenage years, until my early 20s. I watched the entire Klitschko reign. And let me tell you guys something. Like I said, watching the Vladimir Klitschko era. And let me tell you something right now. I was always bored. I was bored during the Vladimir Klitschko era. I wasn't necessarily entertained with his style. I gave him respect because he was a long reigning champion, but to me, Vladimir Klitschko was really never the most entertaining. He was never really the most entertaining heavyweight out there. And for the longest time, I always felt like the heavyweight division was boring. It was dead because Vladimir Klitschko was always the same thing. Vladimir Klitschko beat this guy easily. Because if you remember, nobody could even win like 2 rounds against Vladimir Klitschko. He was like so dominant. I remember when he fought Calvin Brock, and when he was undefeated, people were saying Calvin Brock's going to be the next big thing. Calvin Brock's going to, beat Vladimir Klitschko because Calvin Brock is the next American great heavyweight. And then he got destroyed by Vladimir. I remember when he fought Hasim Rahman, and people were saying Hasim Rahman, he upset Lennox Lewis, so he might upset Vladimir Klitschko, and then he gets destroyed by Vladimir. I remember when David Haye came along, and a lot of UK boxing fans were saying David Haye is going to be the guy to beat Vladimir Klitschko. I was basically tired of watching Vladimir doing the same thing over and over again, so I was actually very happy when Tyson Fury ended the reign of Vladimir, because I was like, finally, this guy's over. It's over. It's a new era of heavyweights. And look, since then, you know, guys like Anthony Joshua came along, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. You got, you know, even other younger heavyweights like, you know, Dave Allen, Jarrell Miller, Dillian White, even Daniel DeBase, and several other heavyweights. There's so many heavyweights out there, so many prospects, so many talents have come along, and of course, when Tyson Fury basically defeated Vladimir and ended his reign, of course, one of the reasons why guys like what's his name, Joshua, was able to win his belt was because, of course, you know, Tyson Fury ended up getting stripped, and Joshua ended up fighting for his vacated belt. And of the same thing happened when Joseph Parker fought for Tyson Fury's vacated, because they stripped him of his vacated WBO strap against Andy Ruiz, right? So again, had Tyson Fury not fought Vladimir Klitschko and beat him, who knows? Maybe Vladimir Klitschko would have kept on fighting. Maybe, obviously, Anthony Joshua would have never fought for the IBF title, because the only reason he fought for the IBF strap was because it was stripped from Fury, and he fought for the IBF champion. He fought against Charles Martin, because Charles Martin fought for the vacant title against that guy that I forgot his name. I believe he's a Polish heavyweight, the undefeated Polish guy. But yeah, had Vladimir not lost to Tyson Fury, Vladimir would have still been the champion. And I'm pretty sure, what's his name? And obviously, guys like Anthony Joshua would have never fought for the vacant IBF strap. Guys like Joseph Parker would have never fought for the vacant WBO strap. And maybe to this day, Anthony Joshua would still not be a champion. He'll still be perceived as a prospect. And maybe Vladimir would have kept fighting. Or maybe Vladimir would have just retired undefeated. Maybe Vladimir would have just fought one more year and just, you know, defended his belt and then retire. So yeah, I guess Tyson Fury kind of derailed Vladimir Klitschko, because I'm pretty sure Vladimir Klitschko was probably planning on retiring as a unified champion, the way Lennox Lewis did, right? Lennox Lewis retired when he was a unified champion. I'm pretty sure, because when Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko was at the end of his career. So I'm pretty sure he was probably planning on, you know, retiring as undisputed. But obviously, that got derailed. That plan got derailed by Tyson Fury, because he ruined that, right, for Klitschko. But yeah, I see what Parker meant by that. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think of Parker's thoughts. As always, if you watch the video from start to finish, much appreciated, guys. And subscribe for daily boxing videos, guys. I'm out.